Okay, so here are all the pieces that have been sueded and their holes marked, and you can see where I've left parts that aren't sueded because they're not going to show. The next thing you're going to do, and get these out of the way, is take a chocolate chip marker and basically connect the dots. This makes faux stitching, so it looks like your wallet is actually sewn together. And you're going to do this everywhere that you can see the stitching. So again, on this largest piece of the wallet, you can see the stitching up here on the inside. So you're going to want to actually do that stitching. But down here where that part's covered up, you don't have to worry about it. And if you aren't sure, you could probably even wait until you put it all together and then add your stitching, and then you're not going to be doing any extra. So once you get all your stitching done, or if you choose to do it afterwards, before you put it together, I think it's easier to add your monogram. And for this, I used chocolate chip craft ink and then clear embossed. And this is the Wild West alphabet, but you could obviously use any alphabet you have, or whichever one you like. So here I have my monogram on there. And normally when you're doing card making and paper crafting, you'll score your folds and then use the bone folder to make them nice and crisp. But since this is a wallet and it's supposed to look a little distressed anyway, I just folded it and just creased it a little bit. I didn't even squeeze it all the way. Now, when you were cutting your pieces, you probably noticed that these are not the same length. This one is 1/8 inch larger. And the reason is because when you fold paper and it's multiple layers of paper, if they're the same length, you'll get the inside one sticking out over here. So I made it slightly shorter. So there's a little trick to getting this together. Now this is the next to the largest piece, and you can see here that I've put the red line on the 3 sides. You don't want it on this side because that's your opening. Right here. If you put your red line there, then you're not going to be able to open it and put any money in. Okay, so I've got my I call it red line, stamped. The official name is sticky strip. I learned it by red line long before, so it just stays in my head. But you definitely want the super strong adhesive, like sticky strip. If you put this together with a regular Tombow mono adhesive, it will come right back apart. So once you have your red line on there, you're going to take off the 2 end pieces. The backing, rather, to the 2 end pieces. Actually, just take off one. And line this up and go ahead and stick it down. Okay. Get that nice and stuck on there. Then we're going to take the backing off the other end. And you're going to line this up with this end. So now if you look at this, it is not, if you can see that they're not the same length. But what you're going to do is take this backing off, and then if you fold it, it'll end up in the right place. And once you folded it like this, then you can go back and really push it down well. So, a little tricky here. So hold it open with your fingers and pull that out, and then just take it and fold it. And now that you've got it where it needs to be, you can go back with your fingers and crease this, or not crease it, but push it down good so it'll stay. Okay, so there you go, and then we're going to add the 2 pockets on over here. And again, pay attention to where your sticky strip goes. For this pocket here, I've left these 2 sides open, so you're only going to want sticky strip down these parts. And then on this pocket, get this out of the way, it's only open at the top. So here I have my sticky strip in that L. And so I'm just going to line these 2 up over here. There we go. And then I have it on 3 sides here. This one up. Make sure I've got it on the right side. And there you go. Now you have a finished wallet. And if you see any parts, like an edge maybe that's showing through that isn't faux suede, you can just go back with your sponge and add a little bit in or something. But there you go, it's ready to fill and give away.